Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and let me show you the DSP2 Malahit receiver inside. I just opened the Malahit receiver DSP2 for you to show you how well is this receiver made. We can start with this CNC machined aluminum chassis of the radio, which really looks amazing. This is really nice metal. Then inside we can find this 3 PC board. This is the main PC board with the display on board. You can see this screen, pretty large screen with this shielded circuit on it, and also the CPU. And what is hidden under this big shield? Flat cables. Yes, this is very good news that the flat cables were covered by this shield, because all the flat cables are actually a tiny antennas, and all the noise coming through those flat cables is radiating inside the radio and can be picked up by the very sensitive RF components. So good job, Malahit, that you also covered these flat cables in the radio. The CPU is the only circuit which is not shielded. I have no idea why, because I think that the CPU should mainly be shielded. But you know, maybe the main drawback of the DSP2 receiver is the screen noise, or the noise coming from the screen, or maybe from the CPU. I have no idea. If you screw the telescopic whip antenna onto this SMA connector straight on it, you can receive pretty large noise on the low bands, like middle waves or long waves. So maybe shielding this CPU could help. This is the STM32H743 processor used in this radio. So the second PC board is possibly the RF board, and this is very well shielded. As you can see, every single or important circuit is with shielding. You can see also these shields here, so I wish I had one more shield for the CPU of this radio. The main board is also connected with these 2 rotary encoders with buttons feature, both of them. Next we have the third PC board, which is most possibly the high Z circuit, also the preamplifier, and also very nice feature inside, which is the bias T. Especially if you are using some kind of active antenna, you can connect the active antenna to this SMA connector and turn on the bias T. The power from this board should go through this SMA connector to your antenna with the external preamplifier and turn it on. And therefore, there is a very important thing to say. As you can see, the SMA connectors on the other side are angled, which is good. Those connectors looks pretty sturdy. Just one thing I noticed, that if you look at the soldering job of this SMA connector inside, one joint is actually missing, is not soldered properly. But the very important thing is that these SMA connectors, both of them, are isolated from the chassis itself. You can see those 2 isolators there, and also one more is here on top of the chassis. In case you decide to replace those SMA connectors, and if you lose these isolators, it is a pretty big chance that you can short the bias T voltage. So just be careful and don't lose those isolators, and you shouldn't touch or short the SMA ground or body with the chassis of the DSP2 receivers. The thing what makes the sound so amazing in the DSP2 receiver is this sound resonator. Inside this resonator box is just one speaker, not two. Here is the speaker, but the second thing is just a membrane. If you open this resonator box, you will find just the empty space. This empty space, of course, is a point of the sound resonator. I think if I could put here a little piece of cotton wool, maybe I could improve the sound on the bass frequencies even more. So this is inside this place. Okay, and the radio itself is using this 5000 flat LiPo battery, 3.7 volts. So also the capacity of this battery is pretty large for such kind of receiver. Original knobs I replaced by mine ones because I like to have these rubber knobs for a better grip, and somehow I like them more because originally they were the only aluminum CNC machined knobs. Okay, and here you can see the back plate of this receiver with all these frequency parameters. So here you can see that the DSP receiver works from 10 kilohertz to 380 megahertz, and also from 403.3 megahertz to 2 gigahertz. Really nice. All these modes are possible to decode or demodulate. So the DSP2 receiver is a wonderful receiver. It is completely based on the SDR technology. So it is not an analog receiver. This is completely a digital SDR receiver. And as I don't have an extra shield for the CPU, I decided to use this self-adhesive copper tape. But first, I had to create an isolation between the shield and the components which are located on the top of the surface. And therefore I have used just a small piece of cardboard paper, and I created a little window which perfectly fits on this CPU. The reason why I kept this window inside is that this CPU can touch off the copper foil on the top, because I wanted this CPU could cooling through this copper foil. And at the same time, this copper foil is shielding the CPU and the all other circuits around the CPU from the noise. As you can see, the edges of this copper foil I also soldered to the surface and actually to the main ground of this receiver. The second thing what I also did on this receiver, I repaired the poor connections between the SMA ground or SMA body to the PC board. So, hope that those modifications will a little bit improve reception, especially on middle waves and long waves. finish, and let me switch the radio on and see if everything works. Yep, it seems that the radio works. Now let me test the radio with attach the antenna and see if there is any noise attenuation on the lower bands. Welcome to my gun, guys, and I'm going to compare the Malahit DSP2 receiver before modification and after modification. You can already see the screen, which is after the modification. And as you can see, there is no big deal. After the modification, the screen is always messy as before. You can see the screen from my recent live stream over here, and you can see that both displays looks almost identical. So definitely I can say that my modification or the CPU shielding was not much worth, because the same issue is before and after. Let me turn the volume on and see how it sounds like, terribly sounds like, on long waves. Yeah, you can also hear the NDB signal in the background, but this noise is currently overwhelming the signal itself. So, what happens when I turn the screen off? That is another story, right? And if I turn the screen on with this button, yes, exactly. So as you can see that this CPU shielding is not very big deal, but maybe it helped on some other things, I don't know, but definitely not on long waves and middle waves. But anyway, the noise from the screen is visible mainly on long waves and middle waves, also a little bit on 2 meters. But not on the other short waves, and this noise is present only when you attach the antenna straight to the body of the radio itself. If you connect any kind of external antenna with coaxial cable or similar thing, this noise will disappear. That is a good news. Okay, but if you are using this radio like this, then you can expect the noise, even if you modify this radio like I did. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you find it useful and enjoyable. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like my content here on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel. You will support my work here. Thanks 73. Hope to see you next time.
kasana kala da gadero kwa goma kwa arkan gure da dake kuma mani kamur san dai gongana ko muke da mamani ma kuke na arma ko cho kwa sha na e fon ma ba sha na kurla da ma turo da ma bumi turo da ma ya min gairo su kwanga ro wala kasu kame ares gone kude na har biya on gelle ne kasu la gone kude shago gana rambe ki shago gana ki shago da tara gana me cikiya uye doya ni kayan suwa alele di dengi mulle ya da yawa ni kayan har biya mas arka yin har ala para cika den gare lu yana yi shena boso ma arka yi she yoyi magari wanda mai kana dikin da kwakala na ana shena samma да kuma tara ni kollar shi almajiri.
Контейнер развернул сюда, наверное, она и прикрылась. В те года, я еще в том году, я помню, в 8 часов там самый проход еще был до 10 у нас на Австралию туда по длинному пути. А сейчас вот 8, я глянул на водопаде, что-то резко так раз, и он притих у меня. Ну, думаю, наверное, хватит. Поверну на восток антенну.
Кашана барема, сурокатарден, алабараск барен засадиндо. Belado malum patori alan so nzuriyo bai sirku she bulanzara kwalzo belado ni dipa alo lezu kamaro kanangatine kalan abi hawar zoro karanturo